Now we will create this truss model in ETABS and we will analyze whether it is pass or fail for steel designing. So it is having a span of 1.2 into 6 times. So it is around 7.2 meter, and also this height comes around 2.7 meter. So I am just going for a new model. After I am just going for use built-in settings with, and then I'm just going for display units and everything. I'm just going with the IS standards, and then I'm just clicking OK. Now here we can able to change. I'm just going for custom grid spacing, edit grid data. Here you can able to change this to only two values. You can just select both and then delete. And then we must have 7.2 meter. So that we will get 1.2 of 6 numbers. And here we can just go for 4, which is having a 4 meter interval. I am just going to put 3 meter interval. So like this I'm putting. So totally it is like having 9 meter interval. So around 27 feet. If you want to add more, you can add. So it will take that 3 in between. So 12 and 15. So 15 around 45 feet. I'm just clicking OK. And the number of stories we can take as otherwise we can go for, you just put 2 here and then go here, and we can go for edit story data, so in that it will come 2 story. So first story height we can take as 4.5 meter, and then second story we can take as 2.7 meter. So like we have, so here 2.7 meter. So totally it is coming around 7.2 meter elevation. So I'm just clicking OK and then OK. So now we have this thing in our drawing, or we can say that we have created this custom grid for our project. Now here you have options, and you can go for graphic colors and then go for display, and then there you can choose black background and then click OK. Now you can able to like see all the views clearly, because black background will be showing you the things clearly, and also it is good for your eyes when you are working with the black background. So that's why we have black background in AutoCAD. So if you are working for a project for a long time, then you can choose this black background. Now this is what we have. Now I'm just going for a elevation for 1, and then apply and then OK. So we have like this. Now we can just start drawing this truss model. So it is having one span having 6 intervals. So before that we need to define materials. Go for define material property, add new material, and then I'm just going for India, and then steel. This steel is different, this rebar is different. So rebar is only for reinforcement. Steel we can take for steel structures. And then we can go for FE250 and then clicking OK, and you can able to change the values if you want, but by default it is OK, and you can check here it is having 250 megapascal, then confirm and then say OK and then OK. Now for the steel building we need only one material, so I'm just going to continue with FE250. Now I'm just going for define frame sections. In frame sections we can go for import new property. In this we also have I sections like that. For that I'm just taking I section. So I'm just going to take Control A. Control A doesn't work in this software, so you can hold Shift and then select everything, and you need to select to FE250 default material that you need to select. You should not forget. And then you can go for filter text. If you want to filter anything, you can put text here. Now I not need anything. I'm just putting OK. So now everything will come to the this frame property. So you will be having everything here. Now I'm just going for add new property. Here now we can go for auto select list. So here we can go for auto select list, and here you can go for selecting everything, like again like holding shift, and then you can go for selecting everything, and then you can go for adding, and then you can mention the property name. I'm just going to continue as it is, and auto select design type steel design, and I'm just going to click OK. So here OK is there, so just click OK. Now we created one auto select property. I'm just clicking OK. Now I'm just going to draw beam. So for that I'm just taking this option, and then here in property we can choose the FSec1 that we have created, auto filter, so it will assign the members automatically. and we can just draw the span. So 7.2 meter. Now you can select this and you can divide to number of 6, and then you can just keep the cursor like this, so you will get some idea, and then apply, and then okay. Now we are getting joints. Now I'm just selecting only this joint, and you can refer the image where all joints need to be extruded. So you can select everything. So I'm just selecting all the joints. You should select only joints. You should not select the beam members, and I'm just going to use this option, extrude joints to frame, and you can just specify some values. For example, 3 meters, it will show you the preview, but it should be in a Z direction, so you should put 0 here and then 3 upward. So you can just go for preview, you are getting the preview, and then you can click OK, and I'm just clicking OK. Now we got here also one joint, something like that, so we can make use of it. And I'm just going to click this one, and I'm just going to see what it is. It is like a ISMB 300. By default it is coming, but this one could be different. This is also ISMB 300 only it is showing. So after designing we will see what it is. Like I'm just going for beam again, and I'm just going to draw like this. Now you should be careful, it should select the nodes exactly. So just select this joint, and then select this portion, this grid point as well. Now we need to consider the image, so we also have like this. So for that again I'm just taking from here to here. Here we are not getting any joints, so better you can trim it. So what you can do means select everything, and then select this also, and then the points over here. So you can go for this option. There you also have trim, and then you just go for OK. So it is not showing any preview, just apply. Once you apply it will trim you. Once apply, you will get the trimmed portion, and then you can delete the unwanted portions. Now we completed. Now you can select again. Now you are getting the joints. So right click for accepting, and then you can just go for drawing it. Right click, and again you can just draw it. Right click, again you can draw. Right click. Now this is what we have in this image, right? Here we can go for applying loads, and before that we need to replicate all this, and I'm just going to select this 2 point, and I'm just going to extrude to frames. Extrude to frames in Z direction. I'm just going to put minus 4.5 because this is like 4.5 meter, and you can go for pick. So there it is like showing you in a blue color, and go for apply, and then OK. So once you applied, it is also having a restraints, so you can just select it, and you can go for assign joint restraint. You should put fixed support, and then apply. Now it changed, and sometimes it won't refresh, so you can use this icon, refresh window. Now it got refreshed. Now we can analyze only this part, and later you can continue. For that we need to go for assigning the loads. Now they are putting a 0.965, 1.93 like that. So everywhere 1.93, only 0.965 here. So you can just go for assign, and then go for frame load, and then it is a point load. I'm just going to take for live, and then forces of 0.965. 0.965 at the sense it is like a, so at the node actually this is frame load, so we can go for nodal load. So assign, and then I'm just going for joint load, and then I'm just going for force. So here you can just select these two. So these two you can select, and then it is going in a global Z direction. You can go for minus 0.965, and then you can go for applying it. And then I'm just going to put minus 1.93, and you can just select these portions, and then I'm going for apply. Now we applied the nodal loads as shown in the picture. See, so here you can choose display loader, and then I'm just going for there is no frame load, we must go for this one. In that case, display joint load, and I'm just going for live and then apply. There is no live load, like that's why it's not showing. Everything we have only date load. So for example, if you want to have loads in this window, you can just go for and then okay. So everything is visible. So we only have date load these values. That's fine. And if you want back, you can go for show undeformed shape. Now I'm just going for analyze, check model, and you can go for select or select all and then click OK, and it will show you one message. You wait for the message. So model has been checked, no warning messages were generated. And later you can click this for run analysis. And you need to save it. I'm just saving for st3 file. Now it will give you the analysis. Normally it won't take that much time, even if it is a big project. It take less than 5 minutes, less than 2 minutes as well. So this is what the deformations we have got. Now I'm just closing this one. Now I'm just going to see how the thing it is going. For example, you can rotate it, rotate, and you can start animation. So this is what it is. Now you can stop animation. Now you can go for reactions. So go for all these values and you put apply. Now you will get the tabulated values. If you have value only, it will show, otherwise it won't show. If you want to make it bigger, you can just go for there is one option. Now here it is not there, that's fine. Now we have reactions like this. So they have R1 5.79 kilonewton. Here we also have columns, so that's why it is varying. Now I am just going for steel design. So steel design, you have option here, steel frame design. You can go for view revised preferences. In that I'm just selecting IS 800 2007 and then click OK. You can change all those things if you want. And before that we need to go for load combination. So load combination, we don't have that much. We just created only one date load. So you can go for add default design codes. It means add default design combination. You can go for steel frame design and click OK. And it is coming like this and then you can go for OK. Now I'm just going for design groups. You can go for select all and then click OK. And also design combination, it will automatically select it. If you want these two also, you can select and then click OK. And deflection also, if you want something, you can select and then click OK. Now I'm just going for start design check. So it will check the model and it will show you some result. Here analysis and design sections differ for 19 steel frames. Do you want to reiterate? You should put no and again no. So now we got automatic selections. So the software automatically selected ISWB 175 for all the members. And now you can go for whether the members passed or not. Verify all members passed. All steel frame members pass the stressor capacity check. So it is safe for us to continue with our project. So like this, you can go for steel design in this ETAP software. So verify analysis design. So this is what it is like. Analysis and design sections differ for 19 steel frames. Do you want to select them? Okay, all this like it is showing like a design and analysis is different because design we have some other member. Now after analysis it is some other member. So that's why it is telling like that. No need to worry about that. And even here you can go for lateral bracing if it is showing some other like if it is failure or if it is not resisting the loads, you can go for lateral bracing. That you can use this option over here. So now I'm just going to show you in a 3D view. I'm just going to OK. So why it is not coming in the sense, you can just go for undeformed shape. Now you can go for extrude and then click OK. So here there is something called object string toggle. You should not select that. Now this is what our truss member. Now you can just replicate everything and you can just complete this project. So for this project we need to replicate in all these grids, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and after, and you reanalysis that and then you will find whether the members pass or not. And you can go for wind load and even for earthquake load and even you can go for dead load and everything and analysis the structure in very easy manner in ETAP software. But ETAPS is mainly for building system. ETAPS in the sense extended three-dimensional analysis of a building system. And here we normally like want analysis this kind of steel structure. For steel structure, we especially have SAP 2000. So we will be using SAP 2000 for steel structures. So you can go for analysis of steel buildings if you want. some buildings having steel members, and then on top of it they are providing concrete slabs as well. If you want, you can just analyze as it is. You can go for composite members, something like that, and you can go for composite design as well. Now you can go for bending moments also. You can just go for apply. It is not showing. You can go for show deformness, and then you can go for apply. Now you can go for bending moment and apply. It is not showing. Why? Because it is an extruded. Okay, if it is extruded, the bending moment won't show. If you want to see the values, you can go for apply, and now you can able to see the values. And it is in a major direction. You can go for minor direction as well. So minor direction, we don't have any loads or something like that, so we are not getting anything. Shear force, and then shear minor. So like this, you will be having axial force also. You will get. So again, you can go for undeformed shape. And if you want to like have the loads here visible, you can go for joint load, and then you can go for apply, and it will show you the values. Now if you are right clicking over here, you just select and then right click, you will get all those details like geometry details, assignments, and then the property like ISMB 300, even the loads like loads applied none. Because it is like frame, you know, we will just only applied loads for node, so that's why. And now you can go for design, so that's why you can just go for assigning the frame loads as well if you want. Otherwise I'm just clicking the joint and then load. See, it is showing as force F is there,